So here's the deal. There's an investigation conducted, okay? I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to give you anxiety or treat you any kind of way. But there are active charges right now for you.
On March 27th in 2026, Charlotte County, Florida, deputies responded to a vehicle fraud investigation after a dealership discovered a woman allegedly used a fake $53,000 check to take possession of a 2024 Jeep Wrangler.
How can I help you today?
So, fun story. I work for a dealership out of Riverview.
Okay.
We sold a vehicle to an individual, delivered it. It was all done over the phone. Delivered it to an address in Port Charlotte.
Okay.
Where she picked it up, signed all the paperwork, gave us a check.
Okay.
Check turned out to be fraudulent.
Okay.
So legally, once a vehicle is transferred under a fraudulent payment instrument, prosecutors can reclassify this as criminal theft, not just a civil dispute.
So we are trying to retrieve our vehicle. So I needed to submit a vehicle theft.
Okay. It wouldn't be a theft because you guys gave them the vehicle in exchange, for what you thought was a check.
So we filed a report with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.
Okay. That's where your office is? Okay.
He actually said it would be a theft because she fraudulent intention. It was a fake check.
So,
What begins as a routine fraud report quickly escalates once investigators see this isn't an isolated deal, but a business-registered transaction.
match the name on the check?
She put it in her business name.
Oh, she put the Jeep in her business name that she purchased. Okay.
So the check was made out to her business name.
Okay.
We ran like a SunBiz report and verified her name associated with the business.
With the business, okay.
Yes, to make sure that all matched up.
Okay.
I've got, in my email, I've got copy of the driver's license, bill of sale,
Okay.
the check.
So you've already filed the fraud report with Hillsborough?
Yes.
So they took the initial report, okay.
They said because the transaction occurred in Charlotte County, we had to file it in Charlotte County.
Of course they did.
Generally meet at the person's house, which there's a lot of red flags.
And in fraud investigations, too clean on paper is usually the first thing that makes detectives suspicious.
But she wanted to meet at Target because her story was she wanted to surprise her boyfriend, so she wanted to meet close to her boyfriend's work, so she's driving to her boyfriend's work.
Okay. So how did you guys find out the check was fraudulent?
We didn't realize that it was odd until we got a call from Sarasota dealership.
Okay.
The case shifts when deputies learn the same check method was used at another dealership just days earlier, signaling possible intent under Florida fraud law.
That this lady had purchased a vehicle from them on Sunday, doing the same thing. She went up there though, gave him the same check. I have a copy of that check.
Okay.
It looks exactly like the one we got.
Okay.
So he called us when she pulled up because she bought it on Sunday. He called her. He was like, I think there was a problem with the payment. Can you come back and talk this over?
Now investigators are no longer dealing with one incident, but a possible multi-vehicle fraud pattern involving repeated victims.
And he called us and he was like, hey guys, did you sell this lady a vehicle? We're like, yeah. He was like, so did I, yada, yada, yada. We're like, okay, so something sketchy. He's like, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
And then I got confirmation this afternoon that the check did in fact
Not go
get
through.
kicked back.
Okay. Did she, so how much was the check for? Did she
$53,000.
53,000, okay.
53,382 or something.
82, okay.
I'm Detective Richardson with the Charlotte County Sheriff Office.
Guys, so this is regarding the Honda.
Yeah, I just have some questions for you.
Yeah, what's up?
The suspect shifts from explanation to justification, citing protected funds and medical distress as investigators press for clarity.
So, can you come out and talk to me and tell me what's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's really going on. I bought a check. So the money's in a protected account, and they got a check that says, check with sender, not like a block check. So I literally have given them proof that I'm just letting the bank release it. No one's talked to me. Zagan! I texted the deputy last night, the sheriff. They literally, I had to go to the hospital for a panic attack over it because I literally, I got cornered, to tell us how you got this money. It's a very sensitive subject to get money over.
In fraud cases, sensitive subject usually translates to, I don't want to answer that under oath.
A very long settlement,
All right. Are you willing to give me a sworn recorded statement?
What?
Are you willing to give me a...
I am not giving a recording statement while I'm heavily drugged. Like, I'm not even coherent right now. You know what I mean?
But her claim of no dealership contact begins to collapse against documented communication tied to the Jeep transaction.
Where do I have to go to give a recording statement? Or can you do it right here?
Well, we prefer to do it at the sheriff's office.
Yeah, I literally we just moved here. I have my dogs. I have no problem giving a statement, but,
You have something showing where this check was cleared or that there's funds inside the account?
What?
Do you have something showing that the check was cleared or that you had funds?
So the check isn't cleared. It's pre-funded, but it's like the bank pulls money to generate the check. But yeah, I've sent them all of that. I've sent them the proof. I've sent them the communication with the bank that the money was there.
Who did you send to?
What?
What dealership are we talking about?
Gettle.
What car are you talking about?
The Honda.
No, we're here for the Jeep.
The Jeep?
Yeah, we're here for this beautiful green Jeep sitting right behind me.
Oh, so it must be the same thing. The check the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it must be the same thing. No one's reached out to me about the Jeep though.
So no one at the dealership?
This is a key contradiction point, because dealership contact logs are typically the first thing investigators subpoena.
Has reached out to you?
No, I talked to the guy yesterday and no one has said anything about the Jeep.
Who'd you talk to yesterday?
The owner.
You know his name? I don't know these people. That's what I'm asking.
No, he was saying that he had the wrong tire and he gave me the wrong charger, so to come grab it. Yeah, no one has said anything to me about the Jeep.
Well, that's the case that I'm investigating.
Yeah, no.
Further questioning exposes contradictions between her statements and verified dealership contact records.
Hi.
So here's the deal. There's an investigation conducted, okay? I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to give you anxiety or treat you any kind of way. But there are active charges right now for you.
For what?
For, I believe it's scheme to defraud.
What?
Once probable cause is established, officers are no longer interpreting. They are executing the arrest under statutory authority.
Scheme to defraud.
Okay, for who?
For you.
No, for what?
I guess something involving a vehicle. I
Okay.
don't know the exact...
Okay.
I don't know the exact stuff with that.
Yeah.
Okay? So you probably know more because you already maybe spoke to a detective or, or something
of last
like
month,
that?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, we've got to place you into custody because you're under arrest for those charges.
In the end, what started as a simple purchase with a check turned into a felony arrest for scheme to defraud over $50,000. Because in U.S. law, a fake payment doesn't just cancel the deal. It can land you in a cell with your credit history as the least of your problems.